afternoon. I'm Dave, this is Backyard Pursuits, and today it's time to start tackling some of these rounds. This is a combination of rounds that I've cut both at the original Firewood honey hole and at Firewood honey hole 2.0. I did a little bit of stacking, cleaned them up, but I've still got a bunch of stuff out here on the ground, and quite honestly, I want to start getting some of this stuff in baskets. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got a few hours this afternoon. Let's see what we can get accomplished. one lovely basket. This stuff is mostly splitting pretty easily, but there have been a few sort of tough crotchy pieces in there. Specifically, this thing down here, it does not want to split. I think I'm going to have to noodle that, so I'll mess with that another day. For the moment, I'm going to grab the Kioti, move this out of the way, grab another basket. And you know what? We're going to keep going. There's number 2, folks. And those are both really good looking maple, very straight grained for the most part. And some of this stuff, I'm kind of curious because that's not dry yet, but some of this stuff seemed a little more on the dry side. So I'm wondering if some of this wood hadn't been sitting at one of these honey holes. Let's fire up the tractor, get these guys parked on the drying porch. There they go. 2 more baskets on the drying porch. Now, it may appear that I'm running out of room. I kind of am. That short basket and that basket right next to it are actually our firewood to start the season. So I will have, as soon as I put the wood rack on the porch, front porch, that basket will go away. That'll give me 1 more space. And then I have that one, which will probably start burning through relatively early in the season, depending on how cold it is. And I've got space for 1 more. These guys down there are actually probably dry enough to sell, but I need to hold a few of those back for an order I know I'm going to have in the spring. So I may sell a couple more, I may not, but in reality, that's what we've got. One other thing I'm doing now, just for fun, is I am putting tags on my wood baskets to remind me of when I split them. Because quite honestly, sometimes I don't remember what I did yesterday, much less what I did 6 months ago. And I try to stack them in order from oldest, getting newer as we go down the line, but it doesn't always work out. And I figured the tags are a couple of Tyvek tags are a cheap investment to prevent me from forgetting which baskets have been split when. So that's going to do it for today. I set out this afternoon with the words of Russ from Willie's Firewood ringing in my head that a little every day goes a long way. And today he was absolutely right, because it went quite a long way and didn't cost me more than a couple hours. Got 2 more baskets cleaned up, put on the porch, and that's always a good thing. What we've got left here in rounds is from the first firewood honey hole run, and I'm thinking I've got 2 baskets left, but we're going to have to see. I might be just a little bit short. That'll be all right. I've got some more stuff stacking up that we can break into and start working with. So, not sure what we'll be getting into next, but stick around and we'll find out. Until next time, stay safe. We'll see you around.